Good evening. So today I just popped on in the evening. I've had a very busy day today. So for those who don't know me, my name is Deborah, and I'm coming to bring you some oracle cards today. Depending on who may or may not turn up, I may do a couple of live cards as well. So I apologise it's late. I have actually been very busy. I've had a very challenging day today, but you know, we're going with the flow, and whatever obstacles are there, we work with them, work around them, and see what comes up. So the cards I'm using today is from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Collette and Reid, and also from the Goddess Power, also by Collette and Reid, both published by Hay House. So the first one that came through for us today was the Dove Spirit, number 21. Be peace. This is just reminding us to sit in stillness, to bring in the essence of peace, to just allow things to unfold organically. That's what I've been doing all day actually. My car's gone up it, but you know, it's for a reason. It means I can't get out, but you know, is that because Spirit wants me here? Or is it because Spirit wants me to walk maybe? But we'll see. So hopefully it'll be fixed on the 18th of the month. So I'm just going to, you know, move things around a bit. But it's just reminding you not to get flustered, not to get worried, not to get disheartened because things don't work out. Sit in perfect peace. And when you sit in peace, you have Spirit opens up to you. You have all those beautiful messages. So, Hi Suzanne, Susie, sorry. And it's just talk about sort of being in peace with yourself. So just allowing all those beautiful messages to come through. And the second one we got was the Horseshoe Spirit, which is, actually these could be for me, which is watch and wait. So that's just reminding us that everything doesn't have to be done today. That sometimes actually if we take a step back and we look at the bigger picture, that sometimes things actually work out for our highest good in a better way than we actually intended or we actually envisioned. So it's just to be patient. It's my favourite word, the P word. I absolutely love patience because I am having to deal with a lot of it. So I've obviously got a lot of things that need to be sorted out. But yeah, so the Horseshoe Spirit is just reminding us to watch and wait, because sometimes there's things going on in the background that we're unaware of, and Spirit is actually lining things up and allowing things to unfold organically, not pushing something, not forcing something, not missing something because you're too busy thinking, oh my goodness, you know, this needs to be done, da 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 da. So Spirit is just saying, just step back, just watch, let it unfold organically. Don't force it, just let it rise, and it'll be actually probably better than you actually asked for. So the next one that came through was the Turkey Spirit, which is give with gratitude and grace. Okay. So those American ladies, obviously turkey is very much their staple diet on Thanksgiving. We have it at Christmas. Those of us that eat meat, those of us that don't, then, you know, never mind. But the turkey is saying just be grateful. Be very graceful and grateful for what you have. Acknowledge what you have. Acknowledge with gratitude, because when we bring in gratitude, it means that we can then actually attract more gratitude to us. So sometimes we have to have a gratitude journal. Hi Teresa. Sometimes you have to have a gratitude journal, and you know, it helps to write it down. So if you write things down in your gratitude journal and do it with the essence of grace, and just be thankful, you know, because we are very blessed. I know there are times we don't maybe feel that we're very blessed, but we are actually very blessed in this society to have all that we do in the way that it's given, and just open your arms, and you know, with grace and gratitude it will come back to you. Remember, what you concentrate on you will attract. So don't concentrate on the lack, just concentrate on the love, the gratitude, the grace, and that's what you'll experience in this now reality. And the last one that came through from the Spirit Animal deck was Buffalo Spirit. the abundant universe will provide. Okay. So this is a mighty beast. I must have been at some point part of an Indian nation, because there's nothing that moves my soul more than the thundering of the bison across the plains. Don't know what it is, it just reverberates around my being, and it fills me with such joy just to hear that it's almost like silent thunder, and the whole plain shakes. And then to see them coming past, I've only ever seen it in a film, but it had that instant reaction and a pure joy and just honesty, and looking at it and just thinking, wow, the majesty of these animals. But buffalo's coming to us today to remind us actually that the universe is abundant and it can provide. Don't pinch yourself off, okay? So don't think small, think big, okay? Have big plans, you know, and it's what you want or more, okay? Because the universe is endless, it's infinite, and it will actually provide for you. It's just our own limited believes that there is nothing or very little there. So the universe is ever expanding, like our knowledge is ever expanding, you know. So as the universe expands, abundance expands, love expands, etc. And it's just reminding us that, you know, if we allow and align with those energies, that's actually what we'll attract into our reality. So, you know, let go of the fear, let go of the doubt, let go of the fear of lack or anything, and just live in that presence of grace, you know, and just think, yes, it is abundant, you know, we are abundant, there is enough to go around for everybody, and you'll be surprised, you know, those things will start shifting and your energy will start moving, and yeah, things will come from nowhere, maybe. So then we went over to the Goddess Power deck, and again this is by Collette and Reid, and the first one that came in is Hecate, and she talks about the in-between. So the in-between is between, I suppose, the past and the present, or the past and the future. It's a state of almost like waiting. So we're able to assimilate what has gone on. We're able to look and review of how far we have come. But it also gives the opportunity to wait and see where we want to go, to see where Spirit is leading us, to see where we want to be guided, to allow ourselves to unfold, to put those plans into motion, to consolidate what we want to do, to think about, you know, do you want to go on road A or road B? And will road A get me to C before B will get me to C? And it's allowing your spirit and your mind to process where you want to be. So being in between is a very precious place to be, because you know once you move forward, you know, your goals will be attained because you've planned the way you're going, and you just have to be very grateful for where you've come, for the journey that you've had, and it's just resting and consolidating, allowing all of that learning, all of that energy just to assimilate in your body, and just be grateful for that period of grace, because once you move forward, oh my goodness, yeah, it'll be like you've got wings on your feet. It'll be whoosh, 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 whoosh. So the second one that came through was Shanti, and she talked about transformation. Okay. So she's talking about don't be afraid of what the gifts you have inside, because you have to open up yourself, you have to dive deep, you have to align with everything and bring those beautiful gifts forward. Everybody has them. A lot of us that actually aren't on the spiritual path don't understand, but there are hidden gifts of wisdom, gifts of love, and gifts of abundance actually trapped within inside our own DNA, and we each in turn trigger somebody else to actually open their gifts or to plant the seeds to allow those gifts to be germinated in this reality. So she's just reminding us that don't be afraid of what comes up. You know, it's there, either a lesson or a blessing, but it's allowing you to organically transform. It's allowing you to move from where you are to where you want to be. So don't get stuck in, oh, I'm here now and I don't really like to move because, you know, I'm comfortable where I am. You have to stretch yourself. You have to believe, you have to trust that the trajectory of your life is all planned out for you. That you won't face anything that you can't cope with. So just trust in the transformation, because in the unfolding and the transforming, you will actually get the grace and the goodness of where you're actually going to. So then we had Mama Kocha, I think it is. Kocha, maybe Mama Kocha. Anyway, it's water. So it's just reminding us that we are 80-90% water, that we have to drink water. Water purifies us. It purifies the land. If you've looked at the poem that I wrote, I was talking about gentle rain in the summer, about cleansing. It cleanses our soul. The purity of the water, the organic nature of it, but also water can be programmed. You know, we can program water to assist us, to guide us, to help us, to heal us. And it's looking at different aspects and how you can open those up and maybe incorporate them in what you're doing. You know, but not to be afraid not to drink water. Water is very pliable. It can either run fast, it can drip, or it can be like raindrops on a pond, and you can create sequential circles, and it just feeds that vibration wherever you're going. And it's just reminding you that there's cycles, and cycles come and cycles go, and things sometimes come up, and when they come up you can sometimes drop a stone and oh my goodness, things will blow up because it's something that you have to actually look at. Or it could be that they're little tiny raindrops and those drops will actually hand on the water, and that'll just, it's like a symphony. I see rain as sort of sitting on I've just got this vision of sitting on a rock looking at a pond, and the little raindrops are almost like a symphony of orchestra playing music. So I don't know where that came from, but you know, if anyone resonates with that, that's fine. So the next one that came through was SiStar, about communion. Look at that soul light. Look at that backlight. Pure energy. Is to go in and commune with Spirit. Know that you are a divine being. Know that you are a spark of God. Know that you are a divinity in motion, that you are a sacred being, that you have the sovereignty within you. And when you commune with Spirit, when you actually sit and listen and articulate and then you're guided by Spirit, you actually become and have that glow. You know, there are souls that I know that just walk into a room and the whole atmosphere, the whole room changes by their presence. It's their I am. And sometimes you can actually feel them before they come in. Both men and women, some people just have this pure presence. And that is what SiStar is telling you to do, is to connect with your soul, connect with the I am, and find that essence. And you too will glow. Hi Beatrice. Hi Jodie. Hello my love, how are you? So the last one that came through was Skuld. We've had this a couple of times this week actually. And she's talking about the future. And for me, she's just reminding us that we're grateful for what has gone, but we can't change it. We have to practice in the now what we actually want to attract in the future. So if you have things that you want to set in motion, if you're birthing something, you're planning new projects, you're getting new ideas and new businesses off the ground, you're living in the now, you're creating in this now reality, but you're planning for the future. And what you're concentrating on, what you're planning, will actually come to fruition. So she's just reminding us that the future is bright. You know, the future is what we make it. You know, if we want to sit in a pool of quagmire, that's what we'd experience. But if we sit within a pool of gratitude, a pool of love, the creative energies that are open to us, that's actually what we'll create in our now reality, and that's what we'll bring forward. Remember, what you are, you attract. What you say, you become. So it's just reminding you that, you know, to create the future that you want, you have to actually build it into the now moment. So those are the cards that came through for today, although it be late. So just a quick recap. We have the Dove Spirit, be peace. Just bring the purity and peace into your life. You know, whatever you're doing, whatever you're thinking, whatever's going on, just rest in the countenance of your soul and just make sure everything is fine, everything is okay. And it's just reminding you that, you know, things happen, and just breathe and just detach and just let it be. A bit like my car. It's going to sit here for 2 weeks, but never mind, there's a plan. So then we had the Horseshoe Spirit, which was watch and wait. Okay, so sometimes Spirit does have answers that we don't know about. It has wonderful things that may happen that we are not aware of. And it's just reminding us that sometimes we have to just step back and just detach ourselves. So I've got a fly just do my head in. We have to detach ourselves from what's going on and just allow things to unfold organically, because that's the wonder of not knowing. It's not to plan everything. You know, it's been open to those surprises and open to, with gratitude, that wonderful catalogue of things that happen. Because whatever happens, it's happened for a reason, and we just need to find out what it is and just go with the flow. So the next one that came through was the Turkey. Give with gratitude and grace. So I give thanks for the car. I give thanks for the service that it's had. I give thanks for the fact actually I got home. I didn't get stuck on Friday. Although I did get stuck, actually technically I got stuck in Sainsbury's car park, which is about 1.5 miles up the road. Just came to complete halt and went through a puddle, and the whole thing just died about a quarter of a mile down the road. And I just thought, I'll just nip into Sainsbury's, go into dish and shopping. Whole thing went, you know, brakes went, steering went, locked, everything. Anyway, I sat there and I'm thinking, oh, fiddle, what am I going to do now? I sat there and I'm thinking, maybe the engine's just flooded, you know, maybe the battery's just flooded, because the battery light was coming flashing on and off. I thought maybe it's something a bit loose. So anyway, I left it 10 minutes, started. I thought, oh yes. So I went round to the front of Sainsbury's, did my shopping and came home thinking, thank you very much for actually getting myself home in one piece with the shopping. And then it's been on the drive all weekend, and I started it today, and again all the lights are flashing, so I've I plucked up the courage and rang the garage. I mean, they can't do anything to the 18th, and I rang 2 or 3, and I've taken the lowest quote, obviously, but they're all reputable garages, so it will be sorted. So in the meantime, I'm either on foot or I'm in the house, so we'll see what happens. So the last one that came through from the Spirit Animal deck was the Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. So maybe it's getting me a new car. Oh, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it? So, yeah, Buffalo, that would be lovely. Buffalo is just reminding us that, you know, we have to plant the seeds and these things happen, and that whatever happens, that the universe will provide. You just have to have the belief and the knowledge that actually it's going to provide, and it may not provide a new car, but it may provide some other form of transport, you know, so we'll have to wait and see. So then we had from the Goddess Power deck, we had Hecate, which is in between. Okay, so that's just being grateful of where we are, looking where we've come from, planning what we're going to do in the future, making sure that it aligns with our authentic truth. And then we had Shanti, about transformation. Okay. not to be afraid to step forward, not to be afraid to acknowledge that we're growing, we're expanding, that we are beings of light, that we are here to engage. Hi Jen, yeah, and find that you know, we will organically expand, and it's to step out of our comfort zone. You know, I'm not very good sometimes at stepping out of my comfort zone, but you know, every now and then we have a push. Then we had Mama Coacher, who's on about water, and yeah, unicorn power, yes, yeah. Mama Coach is on about water, and she's on about the purity of water, the blessings that come with water, that our body needs sustained by water, that we are blessed by water all around. Hi Christine, and just think that water can be programmed. You know, we have to speak to it, we have to love it, we have to nurture it, and we have to enjoy the essence of water. Not always something that I like, but you know, the tap water in the UK is not the greatest. So, but you know, hey, it's lovely mountain spring water is more my saying. But yeah, I used to live up in Yorkshire. We used to have mountain spring water. It used to be beautiful. It used to come through the through the peat. It used to be lovely. And then we had SiStar. It's about communion. It's aligning with spirit and allow that eternal glow, to be that oneness, you know, to be at peace with yourself and at peace with spirit, and to allow that essence to come through you. Okay. And the last one we had was Skuld, which was the future. And she's talking about planning and working in the now to plan and look for what we actually want in the future. That the future is not set in stone. You know, whatever we do now affects what will come in the future. And just reminding us to just be minded that we can create what we want from the now reality, and yeah, just know it is there if we want it. We just have to believe that we can have it, and open up to the essence of actually what we want. So then, ladies, I have been saying all week that I will do a few card pulls. So I promised tonight I will. I was going to do it last night, but last night was an utter disaster, but never mind. So if you would like a card, okay, it'll either be from the Goddess Power deck or from the Animal Spirit deck. And I have actually here the Nature's Whispers as well. I may be tempted to pull from. So if you would like a card, then just put it in the chat. And I hope you're all well. Yes, yes, very much so. Yeah, she's beautiful, isn't she? She's absolutely beautiful. I've gone and hidden her in the deck now. Oh, there she is. Yeah. She's absolutely gorgeous, Jen. Yeah. She reminds me of almost like the Ice Queen, but not the nasty one. It's the nice one. But yes. Yeah, so you would like one. Oh, Jodie, yes. Oh, my love. Yes, of course. Let's do you in order then. So let's just have a double check. Yes, come on then, Jodie. Let's have it and see what's for you. So what's for Jodie's highest and best good today? What does Jodie need to know? I've seen those pictures of your garden, Josie. They're lovely. Absolutely lovely. Really are. So, my love, you've got Carly. And she's talking about liberation. And for me, she's talking about breaking patterns. Stepping out of your comfort zone, feeling liberated, not feeling chained by doing things always the same way, is to breathe in fresh energy, breathe in fresh life to what you're doing. Don't be afraid to stand and say no. don't be afraid to stand and say, I would like to do this today, or we are doing X today. And she's on about just standing in your truth and your authenticity, and just allowing your own soul to guide where you want to be. I know you're very, very busy, but sometimes you need to carve some time out for yourself. We've said this before, you know, where you sort of sit and you can have half an hour, maybe 2 hours where it's Jody time. That you can go and have a coffee with some friends, that you can actually just go and sit in the garden and do a bit of crafting. But it's your time. It's time where you can spend looking after and nurturing yourself. So it's to liberate yourself from old patterns, old things that go on, from things that you do every single day. Just mix it up slightly, and just look at all of that beautiful, beautiful energy that's coming in. And she's just inviting you to do something different. Yeah, liberate yourself. Yeah, wonderful. So let me just pull one from, I'll be kind, I'll pull one from each for you. What's Jody need to know for her highest and best good today? Oops. So that one's flipped over. And this is Butterfly Spirit. And Butterfly Spirit is talking about transformation is beautiful. And it's allowing yourself that room to grow, that room to step out of what you do every single day, to expand and know that you can do it. You know, to stand and just think that you are this beautiful divine being, that, you know, you have grown, you are transforming, that everything around you is there to assist you, but you just have to step out and say, yes, I will transform. I will be liberated. And just give thanks and just see where it goes. I'd say little steps for you, knowing you. I say little steps, but each little step is a huge triumph in some people's lives. So yeah, just allow yourself to transform. You know, get that shed in the garden, do that bit of work, you know, do that bit of crafting, go out and actually, you know, meet some friends and just do something different. Bring more energy into what you're doing and enjoy yourself. That's what I get for you, my love. So then we had, I think it was Jen, wasn't it? I think after that. Let's have a quick look. Keeps on, hang on. Yeah, Jen, so we'll have one of each for you as well, my love. So how are those harp lessons going? Have you started them yet? What does Jen need to know for her highest and best good today? Which goddess is going to step forward? Well, you know what they say. Goes to the floor. Oh, okay. So you have 3 from the Goddess Power deck, Jen. The first one is Rhea, and she's on about flow. So it's allowing things to move organically, not to be worried about things that maybe don't quite work the way that you expected them to go, because sometimes Spirit can take us off in different directions, and actually that is more exciting than where we wanted to go. So don't be fixed in what you want to do. Allow yourself to organically move around, and you'll experience more beauty in what you actually find. So obviously its flow is very much about water, about energy. It's about bringing the beauty of that within what you're doing, and just not being static. you know, just allowing that energy to organically unfold and see where it goes. Then you had Gulia, and Gulia's talking about healing. And for you, I think it's very much you are the healer, that you are embracing the power of Gulia. That, you know, through the healing, you can actually bring magic not only to your life, but magic to other people's lives. You wrap yourself in that divine energy, and that divine energy then is wrapped around the people that you're actually working with. You have a very, very strong, good gift. And Gulia is just reminding you that, you know, you're here of service, and to use that skills that you've got in service, and that you'll bring a lot of health and happiness to other people. Then we had Parvati. I didn't want to say Pavarotti then. Parvati is all about devotion. And Parvati is just reminding us to give thanks, to be grateful, to open up to those energies about where we've been, where we're going, and just align with spirit, align with our ancestors, not our tribe, but just be thankful, you know, spend time in meditation, see what comes through, you know, see what changes may be coming afoot. But it's, yeah, she's on about just about being devoted. So whether it's devoted, I'm smiling because of the next card, whether it's devoted to what you're physically doing, what you may be birthing, devotion to your harp, because obviously you're going to make some wonderful music. But yeah, just rest and just see where that one takes you. Then I just flipped literally a card, and this one literally fell out within the first two shakes, and it's the White Raven Spirit. Trust in the magic. Okay. So it's just trusting that you are where you are, and that everything is going to come and unfold in the time that it's supposed to be. Just trust that everything is just exactly where it needs to be. You're where you need to be. You're doing what you need to be doing. And that at the end of the day, you can bring in that magic. You can tap into that magic. You can create that magic. You just have to trust. So that's what the White Raven Spirit is saying to you today, my love. So, anybody else would like a card? No, I can believe the harp isn't easy, Jen. It's something I always wanted I always thought as a child that I could play the harp. Don't know where it came from, maybe it was just my figment of my imagination. But I always imagined I'd play the harp. But no, actually looking at it now, then no, I can imagine it won't be. So I think possibly you're the only one left. Maybe the other girls would have actually gone, but yeah, maybe. Yeah, you've said you and Jodie. Yeah, so that's fine. You know, I'd thought they'd have stayed on, but maybe not. They're busy. It is a Monday evening, so maybe there's somebody else coming on that gives them a calling. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. That's not a problem at all. It's my pleasure. I did promise I'd do it, so this is nice and easy. Hi, Jodie. This is nice and easy today, just to have the two of you, which is lovely. Yeah, and yeah, it's a nice intimate group, and I don't mind. It gives me time to contemplate what I'm going to do with no car. Oh yes, oh bless you. Yes, yeah, you just need to sit and rest now. Yeah, you just need to rest. Get out in that sunshine, and just rest. Yeah, just sit out in nature and just absorb all that energy. I remember 3 days of being on call. I've just had, excuse you, you wouldn't believe it, I've just actually had 3 days off. I'm working for only 4 hours tomorrow, then my week starts again on Wednesday. So it's, yeah, it's quite interesting actually. But yeah, the weather here is, it's been quite cloudy and damp, but it's been that summer rain, which is quite nice. It's, you know, that rain that gets you very wet. Thank you. Yeah, you too, hopefully. I've never seen you do a live card reading, so yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day. But yeah, it's nice. What time is it over there? It must be quite late. It's about midnight. Could even be later than that, actually, couldn't it? Just thank you for popping in. It makes it life a little easier. Jodie's in and out like a ping pong ball. Are you working, Jodie? Oh, 4 p.m. Of course, yes, you're behind us, aren't you? So I could thinking you're in front of us. No, that's fine. Yeah, no, so I keep on thinking you're in front of us. Because Jodie's behind us as well. Jodie's in America. So she's probably around about the similar time, maybe 3 o'clock. So she's got lots of little kiddies she looks after. Bless her. She's a little mother hen. She's wonderful. But, well then, my love. Oh, it's 3 there, is it? Yes. Well, there you go, you see. So it's almost, is it time for tea, Jodie? 3 o'clock? Yeah. How many little ones have you got today? How many little children have you got today to look after? No? 7? Oh my goodness, Jodie, where'd you get the energy from? I've got 2 great nephews and that's enough. I say one's 4, nearly. And the others... Oh, wow. Wow, that will be interesting. Yeah, you'll have to let me know how it goes on. William Michael Forbes. Wow. Fantastic. Yeah, that will be interesting. Yeah. I need to connect, really. I need to 3 months to 12. Oh my goodness, Jodie. Yeah, very exciting, Jen. Yeah, absolutely exciting. I'm still waiting to align with my spirits. I know they're here. I know that they work through me. I just am not aware of who they are, where they are, or what they're doing. But never mind. It'll come in time. It'll happen when it's supposed to. Yeah, I do understand that, but I'm not aware of it. You know what I mean? Whether it's because it's always been there and it's no different, therefore I don't feel any different. I expect to, almost feel like there's presence around me, and I don't. But I do know they're there. I know that the Galactic family are there, and I know the Ascended Masters are here, and they work through me by what comes through. Not so much in the readings, but what comes through when I sort of do my writing. So I do know they're there. Oh, yeah, you see, I wish I could see them. I really wish I could see and commune with them. I'd love to. It's like I'm talking to fresh air, But, yeah. Oh, yeah, you see, I used to, when I was working in a nursing home, I'm going back many years now, actually just before, probably about 10 years before Princess Diana died, to about 1992-ish, maybe 93-ish, I used to work in a nursing home, and I used to smell my grandmother everywhere. And I used to walk, and there used to be somebody always put their hand on my shoulder. And I used to go and sit in the office, and the girls would come in when I was actually doing my notes, and they'd come in, they said, "Oh God, aren't you cold in here?" I said, "No, why?" She said, "It's freezing in here." And they used to walk towards me, stand behind me, and they used to walk out because they were so chilled. And I said, "No," I said, "It's not the dead you've got to worry about." I said, "It's the living." I said, "The dead aren't going to harm you." But yeah, I used to feel them, I used to smell them. I used to see ghosts as well, but I haven't seen anything for years, and I don't quite understand why, but maybe I'm evolving. I just haven't opened up on that channel yet. But yeah, But I used to smell a lot and, you know, acknowledge, and I feel. I used to hear things. But yeah, I used to see cats out of the corner of my eye, you know, cats playing. And that was just lovely. That was quite comforting, actually, just to see cats playing out the corner of my eye. But no, I don't tend to see that at all now. So whether I've moved beyond that realm or not, but I know there's fairies in the gardens. Oh dear, I need to settle down then. Yeah, but, yeah, maybe I need to ground. Oh, that's nice. I've only ever once seen my father. He died in 2013, and it's come up to his anniversary at the end of the month. And I was next door, Mum was sitting on the sofa, and there was a programme on the television, and there was the audience, and just as I turned and scanned the television and sat down, it's almost as if his face came and popped out, and it was just so nice to see him. It was absolutely beautiful. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that the only time I've seen him. But I know he's around. I do know he's around. He's certainly around Mum. He comes and speaks to Mum, although she can't remember, bless her, what he says. But yeah, no, it was lovely to actually see him in the audience. And so vividly as well, you know, to actually acknowledge. Because, you know, when you do like a double take, when you do the double take, he's gone, but you know what you saw. Yeah. You'll have to ask them, Jodie. You'll have to ask them. Yeah. Maybe it's somebody who used to live in the house or live on the grounds. You know, have you looked into what the ground was before the house was built? You know, maybe it was something else. You know, maybe it's a highway or something, or it was part of an old manor or something. I don't know, but yeah, I don't see very much at the moment. So maybe you're right. Yeah. I think I'm grounded, Jen. Just obviously if I'm so high, maybe so low. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Just ask her what she's there for. Ask her who she is. You know, see if she'll talk to you. She won't harm you. She's, you know, you've got young children in the house. She won't harm you. You know, she's just probably just a lost soul that's wanting to go home. That's reliving a memory. Or she may just be an echo of an essence. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting to see if you can find out. You have to tell us. Yeah. But, we'll have to sit and have a proper conversation one day, Jen, when you've got some more time. About opening up maybe a little bit more and what we can do to attract these energies back. No, you don't need to be afraid of them at all, no. They're coming around because they know they're safe, you know, and I was always told that I have a lot of children and animals around me. That would be nice. That would be nice. I'm having difficulty getting to Spain at the minute, let alone Portugal, I tell you. Yeah, Portugal is... I've never been to Portugal. I've always liked the idea of going to Portugal. Yes. Yeah. Or the Caribbean. You know, that's very nice. There's some beautiful beaches wherever. It's just allowing to sit in the essence of the sea. My soul just lives for the sea. To swim in the ocean is just divine. I know Jodie likes the ocean too. Yeah, and Beverly, one of our other friends, you know, she likes the ocean. But yeah, it's just to sit in the ocean and just... Ever done light language in the ocean, Jen? It's absolutely marvellous, you know. Ready fly. You're on the beach, and literally where we live, at certain times of the year, I can sometimes only be the only soul on the beach. And it's lovely because I'm not a small girl. So, you know, one has to be mindful when we're going in. Yeah, and it's nice to go in and swim, and then just to stand with your feet on the sand and just sing the light language. Put your hands in the water and just watch the vibration and have that energy flow into the water. It's absolutely beautiful. It really is beautiful. No, yeah, I don't have. I don't have a tub. I have a shower. I had the bath taken out, so I only have a shower. I've got a pond in the garden, but it's got a few frogs in it at the moment. I hope to have some fish in it. Maybe, I keep on saying this, maybe later on in the year, maybe next year. I do hope to move. That's all in Spirit's divine timing. And that's dependent on a lot of other little things that come to fruition. An outdoor tub. I've got a friend, she in Iceland, and she's got an outdoor tub. And oh my goodness, it gives me the collywobbles just thinking about her going into that iced water. Yeah, she loves it. Yeah, she goes ice bathing, and she's swimming actually in Iceland in the sea at the minute. And I think, ooh. Yeah, I prefer the warmer weather. I must admit, I do like the warm weather. Although I have been to Spain and gone swimming at Christmas and New Year, and it has been warm-ish. Once you actually get into the water, it's okay. It's just getting in is an issue. So I don't think I could do cold water bathing. I really don't. It's, oh gosh, no. That would be a bit of a shock to the system. No, I like to be nice and warm. But be nice in the summer. Nice in the summer, but not in the winter. Oh no. Oh yeah, it's no, I couldn't, honestly, I couldn't swim in cold water. The North Sea was bad enough when I used to live near Great Yarmouth. I used to live in, I used to go to work at Colston, at the big hospital there, which is now the James Paget Hospital, and I used to work not far from the beach, and I used to go swimming, and that was in the North Sea, and that was a bit chilly at times. But I was a lot younger then and a lot wiser, and a lot maybe not wiser, but a lot more foolish maybe. But yeah, you just don't care, do you? Just have that bravado and I'm going in. But I'm getting a bit long in the tooth now to do things that are actually going to excite my heart too much. But yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Well then, ladies, it's been lovely chatting to you, and it's now 9:15 here, so I could bid you good night. Yeah, Jen, we'll have to do some light language maybe one day, because Jodie loves light language, don't you, Jodie? Yeah, she always listens to my light language. But sometimes I think I sound like a squawking hawk, but you know, somehow they seem to. Good night, sweetheart. Yeah, you take care. Enjoy your evening. Yeah, and yeah, well, one of these days we'll catch up on Messenger when you've got time and you're off. So enjoy your harp music. You can send us some when you've got something that you've actually learnt how to play. It'd be quite nice, actually. Thank you. I'm not sure, but yeah, I don't always hear, I think, what comes through. I know you love the light language. Do you want some? I don't want my voice as light. I haven't got any water, actually. I gave the last of the water to the plants without going some. So here's a quick reminiscence. So just because there's just the three of us, even though it'll be seen by everybody else, it doesn't matter. I'm too croaky today. I'll do it some other time, honestly. I'll do it some other time where I'm not as croaky. But yeah, it's obviously not meant to be today. So I will love you and I'll leave you, and I shall see you soon. Okay, bye.